What's up everybody, Anime X here, and in this video I'll be coming back with a part 4 to the What If Naruto Was in the MHA series. This series is going 4 parts strong because you guys seem to like me doing these what ifs, so I'm going to keep putting them out, and also because you guys keep reaching the like goals, so I'm not getting any sleep. If you are new to the channel or just haven't been keeping up with the series, I do recommend that you watch the previous part to this series to know what's going on. I'll leave a link to that series in the top right hand corner and in the description below. And if you just need a quick refresher from the last part, don't worry because I'll be recapping and jumping right back into the action. But first, I would just like to let you guys know the like goal for this part in particular. If you guys want another part to this, if you guys want a part 5, I'm gonna up the ante a little bit. 100 likes. If you guys reach 100 likes on this, what if I will come out with a part 5 immediately. But if you guys don't, I'll start coming out with different what ifs because a lot of people are talking about wanting me to do older or newer series to start doing. So if you guys want this series to maintain until all the way through the end, I do recommend that you hit that like button to try to get it to 100 likes. Should be able to happen. Some of my videos have gone past 100 likes before, so I know you guys have the power to do it. All right, I trust you guys. So without further ado, let's get started. In the last part of this what if, Naruto and Midoriya took the UA entrance exam and both passed with flying colors. After that, both Midoriya and Naruto were both put in class 1A, where they were once again put up to the test by Aizawa Sensei, where he evaluated everyone's physical abilities and the such and their abilities to use a quirk. And even after this, Naruto and Midoriya took the number 1 and number 2 spot on the list, angering Todoroki and Bakugo. And the last place that we left off was Bakugo and Todoroki being matched up against Naruto and Midoriya in the Villains vs. Hero exercise, so we're going to pick up right from there. So, like I just said in the recap, Midoriya and Bakugo so Midoriya teams and Bakugo's team are being matched up against each other, and they go first in their matches. Todoroki and Bakugo are actually happy that they were paired up against the two people that outperformed them earlier in the stages of the what if, but neither of them are team players, so their lack of communication and teamwork might end up being a problem. Naruto and Midoriya, on the other hand, are kind of nervous to face them in a straight-up head-to-head match, although teamwork and communication is nearly impeccable for them. Just like in the original, the villains get some prep time, and so basically the villains are able to set up the fake bomb, but neither of them want to actually guard it. They both just decide that they won't get that high either way, so it isn't much of a point to actually guarding it. And Bakugo instantly says as soon as the exercise starts that he's going for Deku. Now, Midoriya in particular knows the activities and the habits of Bakugo, and knows that Bakugo in particular will attempt to go for him at first against all odds, no matter how strategic the option seems. So as soon as they enter the building, Midoriya tells Naruto his thoughts, and Naruto just smiles and makes shadow clones and goes to work. After Naruto and Midoriya set out the plan, they start running through the building, and both of them conserving energy for the inevitable fight. And then, just like that, Bakugo comes flying around the corner and without hesitation releases a full-powered explosion which sends Midoriya and Naruto flying into a wall, leaving them slumped on the ground. Then, when Bakugo goes to pick them up and pummel them, Midoriya poofs into looking like Naruto, and then the other Naruto just poofs in general. And then Bakugo sees a note, and it says, "This is ironic." It says, "This is ironic." And then, the Naruto the Midoriya that turned back into a Naruto, then explodes right in Bakugo's face. After hearing this detonation, Naruto and Midoriya sprint up as fast as they can to the top of the building where they think the bomb is. Now, this exploding shadow clone was actually very draining for Naruto, especially since it had a delayed timer. So that's pretty interesting for Naruto. He's a little bit drained on stamina because the QB isn't helping him out here. Now, they are both aware that they are in a close quarters fight. They would barely be able to take out Bakugo or Todoroki, even if Midoriya and Naruto work together against one of them, much less separated them. But they know that someone has to be sacrificed in order to get the win, and Naruto volunteers himself as a decoy. But before they can formulate a plan, they feel the air turn super cold and chilled, and they see their breath in the air, actually, and then they notice both of their feet are frozen solid to the ground. Seeing this, Midoriya and Naruto panic because they can't let Bakugo and Todoroki turn this fight into a prolonged 1v1 fight. So, with quick thinking, Naruto makes a shadow clone that shoots a weakened fireball at both of their feet, so it'll melt the ice, and Naruto puts chakra onto his feet to gain traction on the area, although Midoriya is at a serious speed and mobility disadvantage. Naruto then puts Midoriya on his shoulders and runs as fast as they can away from the ices. And then, when he hits the corner, he sees Bakugo bleeding and furious charging in from the side, and Todoroki coming from the other side of the hallway. Midoriya then jumps off of Naruto's back at Bakugo, and right before he gets hit by the explosion, counters it with a full cowl smash to negate the force completely. Then Midoriya lands, sweeps towards Bakugo's legs before he can react. Due to the ice, it is easier for Bakugo to fall, and Bakugo doesn't really have good footing in the first place. And with that, Midoriya gives Naruto a look and bounces all over and dips out of that fight. Bakugo gets up, and instead of chasing Midoriya, Bakugo actually grits his teeth, holds up his grenade gauntlet, and tells Todoroki to clear out. And since Naruto is in the hallway, with no way to dodge, he just prepares himself, and is then hit with the full brunt of Bakugo's explosion. After the smoke clear, Bakugo sees a semi-conscious Naruto with his hands in front of his face in the same position he was before the blast. And this actually infuriates Bakugo. Bakugo is upset that his most powerful blast was somewhat withstood by Naruto. And right before Naruto fully passes out from the trauma from this attack, Naruto takes a deep breath, sucking in all the air that he can, and shoots a wind bullet straight through the ceiling, and then actually travels all the way to the final floor. Now, Bakugo and Todoroki are both going to be able to catch up to Midoriya. So they start, if it goes the way that it is going right now, Bakugo will catch up to Midoriya. So Naruto does this to give Midoriya an advantage. He just hopes Midoriya can see it in time. So now the wind bullet actually whizzes past Midoriya, and he looks to see that Naruto gave him a shortcut to the top of the building. And due to that, due to that final breath and that final wind bullet, Midoriya's team has almost got this secured in the bag. Bakugo's exploding up there, and Todoroki's using his eyes to travel up. And Bakugo is chasing after Midoriya, so it comes pretty close. Midoriya just barely grabs and touches the bomb and kind of quote-unquote deactivates it before Bakugo and Midoriya can hit him, although Bakugo still does try to blow him up even after the exercise is over. After this, Midoriya does kind of dodge and get out of the way, but Bakugo looks at his hands to find them shaking, and Todoroki's mere presence is freezing Naruto, and is freezing and chilling Naruto's unconscious body. After those events transpire, Naruto gets carried onto the school ER and is waiting to be treated, only to find out that he's already healed 90% of the burns and wounds that the explosion caused. All Might congratulates the young heroes in training for their teamwork and their bravery, especially in Naruto's case, and also their craftiness and versatility. After this, he reprimands Bakugo for using that dangerous of an attack indoors, and honestly just gets on them for not really cooperating as a team or as a unit. But after everyone else goes and gets evaluated, we go to see Naruto and Midoriya walking home together. And during their walk, Midoriya actually notices that Naruto looks a little bit more feral overall. Now, when I say feral, I mean that Naruto's nails are now longer. His natural-born whiskers are now more defined and noticeable. And worst of all, his naturally blue eyes are now orange and slit-like, similar to a snake, or similar to how the Kyuubi are. Although Midoriya doesn't know what the Kyuubi is. Midoriya does a double take. He looks closer to see that Naruto's now fairly normal, with the only remaining weird thing being Naruto's eyes still remaining slit-like, although they are blue. Midoriya pushes it off for now because he doesn't like the feeling of the primal power that is just emanating off of Naruto just now. But he brushes it off since he knows that an exciting field trip will be coming up, and he moves the problem to the back of his mind as he thinks about all the cool stuff that'll be happening at USJ and all the cool stuff that he accomplished in their fight in the hero versus villain exercise. And that, everybody, is where I'd like to end this part of the What If. Pretty cool fight. Sorry for leaving you guys on a cliffhanger, even though I always do that. If you guys want another part to this to come out soon, you know what to do. Hit that like button, comment your thoughts on the What If, your own What If ideas, or just demonstrate your power in the comments. And if you're new to the channel and haven't already done so, consider subscribing, hitting the bell so you don't miss out on another part to this What If or any other What Ifs in general. Like I said earlier in the intro, make sure to hit that like button if you want another part. If it gets to 100 likes, I will be putting out a part 5 to this ASAP. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, this is AnimeX, signing off.